To understand the implementation methods and mechanism of rainwater harvesting, a project teacher coordinator arranged for one-day industrial visit to Sir M. Visvesvaraya Rainwater Harvesting Theme Park in Jayanagar, Bangalore. Besides gaining much insight about rainwater harvesting, we have known rainwater harvesting and other environmentally and socially responsible practices in land use and water sourcing, supply, usage, treatment and management. The site engineer also threw light on calculations of rainwater harvesting potential and high-level design details.
Sachin. I'm from Indian Institute of Science, KSCST, and this project has been implemented in 2011. And now in Bangalore city, rainwater harvesting is mandatory because of the water scarcity. It's an alternate source for water supply. So you can see different models around the plot: filters, storage, purifications, and then after that we have conservation methods. We can make them out. So utilization purpose. Our roof is a catchment area for rainwater harvesting. In general terms, rainwater harvesting means catch wherever it falls. So normally buildings will be having this type of pipes and all for rainwater this thing. So for slope roof you need to have this type of gutter, and even that is also HDPE gutter. Behind that fiber gutter, the last one is bamboo gutter. Cost benefit also depends, like even for poor people also they can go for rainwater harvesting. Even in the rural areas also they can do rainwater harvesting. Pop-up filter. This is a filter, mechanical filter, pop-up filter. So the rainwater is channelized through these pipes. Even in the flat roof also they will be having this type of pipe. You need to interconnect all the pipes and have to have this type of filter. This is one type of filter, mechanical filter, called pop-up filter. And this is also designed by our principal investigator, Mr. Niyar Shivakumar, who has a patent on this. They are like first 5 to 10 minutes you need to flush this out. Why? Because your roof will not be cleaned every time. So for that purpose, first 5 to 10 minutes you need to flush this out. Then after closing this valve, water gets filtered through this cartridge. It's a different size of nylon mesh, and it lasts long for up to till it gets stoned up. You can use this filter, and even the spares also available. Through this water gets filtered, and after filtration goes to the storage sump. So if you have a storage sump, you can store it and you can use this water. That is our storage sump behind the water. This is one type of filter. That filter is for smaller roofs. You can have that type of filter. For apartments and also for school buildings and office buildings, you will be having this type of filter. It operates automatically. You can see the rainwater will be, this is the inlet of rainwater. The first chamber here, the water gets collected. In 20 minutes, rain will be entering into this chamber. Any dust and dirt will be trapped here itself. That is why it is called first flush lock sunburn filter. Then as the water level increases, it goes to the filter bed. Then that is a filter bed. After filtration, it goes to the storage sump. You can see this. It's the first chamber here. The gas filled valve will be there. So then it goes to the filter bed. The next. This is the filter bed. In normally apartments, in the apartment and all, they are going to. This is like more than 4,000 square feet and above, need to have this type of filters. Like these filters cannot filter that water regulations, that reason. And this is again, the dimensions will be depending upon your catchment area. Once again, thumb rule comes in. As per your catchment area, you can design this particular tanks. That is below the ground, this is above the ground. Here we had made arrangements for flushing and cleaning purpose. There just water just percolates into the ground after filtration. Self-filter kind of self-filter. This don't actually filter the water, no? Yeah, this is a filtration, yes. Dust and dirt will be collected in this part chamber, then it goes to filter. After filtration, water goes to the chamber. Pipe letting into the recharge water. This is like an open well, artificial ring well. Just cement rings kept one above the other, just for percolation purpose. So by having this type of cementing, by doing this type of recharging, your borewell won't get dried up. Or a nearby borewell, a low yielding borewell also get the water through this. So that is the idea actually recharging pipe.
So all this wastewater that's in channelized here, no?
Excess water just letting into this recharge well, artificial we have created this. Water just percolates into the ground naturally. This is like minimum 3 feet diameter, 10 feet depth must be there. So even now implementing the rainwater harvesting in individual houses, they can go for this type of cement ring well, either they don't want to use the water, or they can go for storing and using the water rather going for recharge. If you store the water, you get immediate water at least in the rainy season. By doing this recharging, you get the water like in summertime also. Borewell will be charged up, right? You can get the water from there. This is an important sandbed filter. Like in rainwater harvesting, this is an efficient filter. Those filters which you have seen outside, these filters are mechanical filters. This is an ancient type of filtration. In rural areas, you can have this type of filter like 40 mm, 20 mm aggregates, plastic and sand filter. And through this filter, you can directly drink the water. In those filters, you can use the water for secondary purpose, not for cooking and drinking. In this particular filter, you can directly drink that water. In rural areas for school children, Anganwadi schools and all, we have this type of filter. And this filter has some drawbacks. That is the reason we are not using this type of filter in Bangalore city. So it is like you need to maintain this thing, you need to take it out, sun dry it, put it back again. Maintenance is not that easy. And it works only for low intensity rain, like slow rain, not for heavy rain. In Bangalore city it gets heavy rain. Due to that it won't work properly. So due to that drawback, and even as per your catchment area, if it is bigger, you need to, the filter size also gets bigger. So that reason we have designed the type of mechanical filters in the used by the people those who stay in the ground floor. So that is an idea, no need to pump it back again. At least during the rainy seasons, you can with the gravitation only water gets collected and you can use this water. You can go for metal drum, metal storage. Flowers which are falling like this, if it enters the filter means filter gets clogged, so filtration doesn't work properly. So then that time, for that reason you need to have this type of leaf slide, just to avoid physical impurity which falls on the roof. This requires, only in the apartments and all, if your building is surrounded with larger number of trees, they can go for leaf slide. Other than that, it is not required. Like that building is surrounded with larger number of trees there. So to avoid that, we have a leaf slide. Phosphorus filter, and it's the filtration takes place in different layers. Like leaf, any dust will be coming out through that opening, the huge one. And the fine sediments will be trapped there. And in the final last column, it is filled with charcoal, activated carbon. Through this, water gets filtered, and you can, like as per they say like filter dealer, they tell this water is potable, you can drink that water, but we don't advise people to drink the water directly. You need to go for boiling or through RO systems you can drink the water. And this is an important filter actually. This is direct recharging of a borewell. You can see this is topsoil, subsoil, bedrock, then aquifer. Borewell will be like this way. Here you can see casing pipe at the bottom. Above that we have created this filter bed. Here sand will be the sand, charcoal, stone. So direct recharging of a borewell. But this is not actually, you shouldn't do in this manner. That recharging has to be done in that way, as I told, symmetric way, natural recharging. So you can do this only for dead borewells, and even through the different layers of filtration must be there. Like, as I said, there's a fine dust may block your fixtures in the borewell. So that is the reason you need to have that type of recharging. It's a typical model of direct recharging of a borewell. All it is collaborated together here. It's a drain, channelization method, filtration, and storage. You can use this water, you can see the water. You can use this water, excess water for recharging. Complete process is handled in this way. roof area into annual rainfall into runoff coefficient of friction into filter. YouTube Kavila shows. First. In terms, so if they produce 50 liters of milk, 50,000 liters means 50,000 into 5, that much liters of water is required per day. So water is so important for manufacturing, for food content, everything water is required. So need to conserve water, don't waste the water. That is an idea.
And have you taken this?
If the tap is open, just go and close it. Maximum number of water gets wasted. That it shows that in 1 minute, time is running in seconds. Liters, 9 liters and 6 liters. So we save 1 minute. In 1 minute only 6 liters is coming out. Here the wastage is less. There the wastage is more. So rather go for normal tap, we can, like newly constructing house, they can go for this type of flow restricted tap. By having this type of tap, we can manually, conservation, water bill reduction also. So as you can see, in 1 minute 15 liters of water is coming out. For 5 to 10 minutes if you use pipes, means larger number of water is getting wasted. So by having this type of hose connectors, it is available in the roadside also. It acts as an flow restricted, aerated tap. So water will be coming through the pressure and less amount of water will be coming out. So by using this type of congestion, you can save annually 5,000 liters.
That's great. That's great.
20 liters per wash. Top load takes around 140 liters. This water is called as grey water, like it contains only soap content. This water can be used for toilet flushing. For toilet flushing, it is not, fresh water is not required for toilet flushing. So you can use this type of this water for toilet flushing. And even this washing machine, like if you put one cloth also, it takes same number of liters of water. Then the full load also takes same.
Thanks, sir. Sir, it took, sir.
Thanks. This type of flow restrictor showers. Or occasionally we take showers. This is a conservation method. Don't waste the water. Water is so important. Conservation method. General quiz for you people. You can press this button, ask the questions, and answer there.